Wrestling fans from around the corner, around the world. I'm Dan Marotti.
And I'm Mr. USA, Tony Atlas.
It took him a second.
Always does.
Before we get to this great full-length episode of Memories and Legends, check out some of our great friends you can help support the cause to keep more Memories and Legends coming your way.
Infinity Key, a truly natural online language training experience. 25,000 minutes. That's what you'll need to invest. Invest 25,000 minutes with Infinity Key, and we'll build you a portfolio of language experiences designed to accelerate your personal progress. Your coach will help you strike the right balance between passive acquisition and active application of your target language. InvestKey's algorithms and coaches guide you along the clearest, quickest path forward on your journey to fluency. Visit www.infinitykey.rocks for more information and follow Infinity Key on Facebook at facebook.com/InfinityKey. Wrestling fans, check out the brand new lapel pin from our friends at Crimson Mask, inspired by Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. It's Bang 316. Only $8 each or 2 for $12. If you think it makes a great holiday gift, give me a hell yeah. Get yours today at crimsonmask.bigcartel.com.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans around the corner, around the world, a very happy Thanksgiving to you and yours from everyone here in Boston Wrestling Sports, the Millennium Wrestling Federation. It's here. You're going to hear the music. You're going to see the lights. You've already had the turkey. It's the 7th annual Paul Bearer Holiday Headlocks Toy Drive. I'm Dan Marotti. It's amazing to think back in 2012, myself, Paul Bearer, and John Cena Sr. started this drive just a few months before Paul Bearer passed away. We were joined by fellow WWE Hall of Famer Ron Simmons the first year and have been joined by so many luminaries since. It's been an unbelievable experience to try and help Santa Claus get that GPS working for whatever the reason may be. Even though technology has advanced in 2018, there's just some kids he can't find in that GPS every year. So we try and help the cause as we can here in the King of Sports, professional wrestling. How can you help the Holiday Headlocks Toy Drive? Well, let me tell you first, and like I said, we're going to be joined by some legends, some Hall of Famers and superstars as this program progresses. We have a $20 merchandise bundle we offer you. That includes a mystery t-shirt, mystery WWE t-shirt in sizes medium, large, extra large, and XXL. It comes with not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5, count them, 5 autographed superstar photos picked at random from a giant lot of superstars you can find on the Holiday Headlocks webpage. You get, thanks to our buddy Bruce Prichard, a free Something to Wrestle With drink koozie. You know they like to open up a can or two on Something to Wrestle With. We have the koozie to give you. And on top of that, you get an autographed Christmas card, signed, I think some by the Hall of Famer Tony Atlas, some by John Cena Sr., some by both. $20 for the whole bundle. Again, it helps Santa Claus's effort to reach every kid on the list. If that wasn't enough, folks, it's part of the tradition, the Holiday Headlocks Mega Raffle. It'll include probably somewhere between 40 to 50 prizes before it's all said and done, usually over $1,000 worth of great prizes. One jackpot, one winner, open to any fan in the world. You can pick it up here at the studio. You can arrange to have it shipped however you like to. Raffle tickets start at only $5. Again, you're going to help these great kids have an even better holiday. That's what it's all about. And for the very first time in 2018, we've never done this before, but Tony Atlas and I are going to be bringing to you our own version of the 12 Days of Christmas from Friday, December the 14th through the big night itself, December the 25th, when the winner is drawn in the raffle. Tony Atlas and I are going to bring you different content each of those 12 days. I don't know if I can stand Tony Atlas for 12 days in a row. He's a lot of fun to have, but, you know, within limits. All right, wrestling fans, like I said, forget about me. We have some great superstars, some great human beings that want to help tell you about why Paul Bearer is so well remembered, and we want to tell you why you should take part in this year's toy drive. Right now, he's the man known around the globe right now as the best sports podcast in the world. Just ask Sports Illustrated. Bruce Prichard of Something to Wrestle With. Wrestling fans, we continue our Paul Bearer Holiday Headlocks Toy Drive. We're on the road. We're not in studio, as you can tell right now, and I can't tell you how pleased I am to be joined by this man, Bruce Prichard, the man that is making professional wrestling fun again each and every week with Something to Wrestle. He's on the road. He's on WWE Network. I don't know what you don't do, Bruce.
Well, one thing that we do is we like to have a whole lot of fun, so that's what we try and do. Bring our live shows, this is our podcast, drops every Friday night.
Friday's main event.
That's it. Friday noon's main event.
Friday noon's main event. All right, the good old days of Saturday night's main event. I love that logo that you guys use.
Thank you.
But Bruce, on a little bit, we're trying to add some fun to something that is kind of it can be a somber issue in this day and age. You know, the economy is boosted, but not for everybody. Santa Claus's GPS can't reach every child if we want to keep kayfabe alive. So what we try and do now in our 7th year, in the spirit of our good friend, the late Paul Bearer, is through our Holiday Headlocks, Mega Raffle on BostonWrestling.com, and the great bundles we have, try and help these great kids out. Because I tell you this, is it life and death? No. But to think of a little one on Christmas morning, that's pretty sad, and we want to do what we can to help.
And that's what Christmas is all about, is about the little ones, and for them to believe, and it's just another opportunity to show some support, and everything goes where it should to the kids. That is what Christmas is about.
So from Thanksgiving night tonight, no Survivor Series, you have Holiday Headlocks all the way through Christmas night. Come on over to BostonWrestling.com, and if you can't get enough of this man, BrucePrichard.com. He's all over Twitter, social media. His podcasts are well worth the listen. Even got the Patreon going now.
We got it all going, and you can get all the information at BrucePrichard.com. It's like when we're coming to your town live. Everything is right there.
A small Paul Bearer story. I remember last year you shared one with us when you were at a cemetery with him, and he was not happy about the rain.
I think the only other one, again, in a cemetery, was what you referred to was with Mick Foley, and it was pouring down rain, and Paul Bearer just knew this was a rib on him. And we were doing a Taker vignette in a cemetery. And the shot I wanted was this really long shot of the Undertaker standing about knee-deep in snow. But I didn't want any footprints the whole way. And so we had to put Undertaker out there, set him up, and get the camera right. And Paul Bearer just pitched the biggest complete pitch. He can't even tell who's out there. Oh! He just was absolutely livid that we had the Undertaker standing in 3 foot, 4 foot of snow, and then somebody's fans. Makes it nice and nice. They're always bitching the whole time.
We love that, man. And one question came in from our good friend Reno Chastain in Palm Bay, Florida. He said, you know, Andy Wong loves our programming. He's been a great friend to us going back to 1996. Is one of your areas of great knowledge. Do you think there is room in the Kowloon menu, maybe with an Asian flair, for Jerry Jarrett's chicken salad?
You know, I don't know that they could get through the recipe. It takes a little while. Well, you know, to get through But if they did it, look, if Andy and the family got a hold of it and fine chefs here, it would be the best, worth the try every time.
The apples and the almonds. All right, Bruce. Myself and Ted DiBiase are back in the studio on Thanksgiving night. We thank you so much for helping us get the word out on the 7th annual Paul Bearer Holiday Headlock Toy Drive. Again, head on over to BostonWrestling.com. You don't want to get treated like Tony Atlas with the feet. Believe me. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Deborah. And if you were not able to make it to Kowloon Restaurant for the holiday headlocks, then there's always the online drive that they're having. And this way, you can donate and still have plenty of people that are in need and families that are in need.
What a guy.
I don't want to get choked up, but I do miss him
Oh.
every day. Towards the end of his life, especially after his wife passed on,
Yeah.
we used to communicate every day. He was such a big help to everything we did with our promotion, and a big help to me as a human being, trying to install
Good man.
some wisdom into me that I
Yeah.
never would have had otherwise.
Good man. I was able to bring him back to WWE.
And I'll tell you this,
And we had to
I'm
get
going
his-
to look you in the eyes and tell you this. You saved that man's life with what you did.
Yeah,
When you gave
we
him,
tried.
when you helped him get that surgery before
Yeah.
he came back.
Yeah,
You did.
We paid for the surgery, and
You did.
he'd been such a team player, good man. So he deserved good health, and it's one of those things, he just he couldn't turn the corner on it, But what a nice man. So I'm glad that you're doing these things, and as long as you, Danny, keep doing good things, you plant good, you grow good.
I've always believed that. I've got to meet a lot of great people in all walks of life in this great sport.
Come get on the train. Hey everybody, this is the Godfather. If you weren't able to join us at Kowloon's for Holiday Headlocks, you can still make your neighbors in needs holiday brighter. All month, the MWF will have an online drive to show the good professional wrestlers can do. Be there, man. Be there. Good place to do.
It's that time of year again. We're enjoying a nice Indian summer day as we have our shorts on, short sleeve shirt, even in Boston. That's great this time of year. Thanksgiving is coming, and you know what happens right after Thanksgiving? The big one, Christmas, December the 25th. We have Demolition Axe, one half of the greatest WWE tag team of all time, and our ambassador of Christmas charity, Mr. Quincy Rastani. Quincy, thank you for joining us.
How we doing?
Unbelievable. Uncle Al Snow wishes he could have been with us as well, but he's busy out in Ohio. But this time of year again, you and your fellow partner Smash, demolition autographs across the board is just one of the great activities we're going to have this year for Holiday Headlocks to benefit the kids that are involved with the Globe Santa program.
Well, I understand that. It's been something you guys have done for a number of years, and we're happy to take part in it. Smash and myself work with various charities around the country, and it's always nice to contribute.
Sure, absolutely. Quincy, last year at Kowloon, you certainly had a lot of fun with Al Snow and the lovely Deborah. What do you think we're going to have this year to try and help the kids and have some fun at the same time?
Right now, I just got through passing out small posters as instructed by a good friend, Uncle Al. I don't want to just give it away. Basically, all I know is we're supposed to be doing something real funny, but I just don't want to give that away either.
Well, Quincy, you're certainly a man of many secrets.
Yeah, well, I know we have good things coming up, but as a rule in show business, any kind of event, including the world of wrestling, we can't just give away exactly what we have, right? Otherwise, the audiences wouldn't watch it, right?
Well, we're trying to help the kids, Quincy. It's Holiday Headlocks again.
Well, it is all about the kids. That's really what it comes down to. I just got through passing out, again, a whole bunch of flyers, and all the places I went to, the moment that I passed out the flyers, they go, look who's here. It's Al Snow and his good friend Quincy. And I got rid of a whole bunch of flyers. That's in the past 3 days from now.
Well, that's one thing about you, Quincy. You are certainly a special ambassador here in the MWF. The commitment that this man has just to try and spread the word to the fans on a local grassroots level, it's amazing, Axe.
Well, I'll try to get some inside scoop, and I'll tell you a little bit later, Dan, what's going to take place. Just don't tell anyone.
Unbelievable. Fans, Santa Claus, you know how the GPSs work. Sometimes the addresses are wrong and there's some kids on the list. Santa Claus has a hard time finding. What we're going to do here in the MWF is try and make sure that Santa gets the best GPS possible to get every kid this Christmas season. I don't want to say holiday.
Would like to add, though,
All right.
I have answered the special one's request, and I know he's watching our show, that as soon as a brand new wrestling figure is on the market, I am going to pick one up. I got my request from Al and everyone the other night from the world of NWF. So I would like to add to a special wrestling fan. How old did you say he was?
8.
8 years old. And as soon as that figures out, I am going to pick one up and have it sent to you personally, myself.
Now, Quincy, you're
and
Santa
you know
Claus
who the figure
itself.
is, right?
Exactly.
2 of them. Okay, 2 figures. Okay, that can be, sure. Because it's my job as the mascot to pick up a request like that. As soon as they start marketing the figure, I can get 2 of them.
Okay.
Why, you have a special kid who wants that figure too?
Well, I want one.
Okay. Well, as soon as they start marketing the newest action figure that's been put on the market, toy makers, they have to send that to Santa Claus. And Santa Claus, I think, is going to have a lot of requests to that figure. I would think, don't you?
Yeah, well, I know that we're going to have many requests for some of your holiday songs that you like to sing, Quincy. I know it's going to get busy here in the MWF. Holiday Headlocks is coming up. It's a campaign that runs all the way through Christmas Day. It's going to be fantastic, and it's even better because we have Axe and Smash Demolition involved with a variety, not just one picture. There's a variety of great poses you can give to a friend, a fellow fan, give it as a gift. Hey, keep it for yourself. Sometimes everybody deserves a Christmas present. It gets so hectic this time of year. I know, Axe, you've taken part in so many great charities over the years. Christmas to us, it pulls on the string of our hearts.
Oh, it sure does. I've got grandchildren of my own and other family members and then the community, and I've done it for a number of years, and you get such a good feeling and reward out of it. So
that's the best feeling in the wrestling business. Like, our gift is like the feeling we get to help those kids out, their reaction on their kids that really can't help themselves. That's like the parents like say, we get a special thank you from the kids, the parents, as Al would, and you would, all of us would say, that's a great feeling for us, you know, to sing those kids who don't, holidays aren't supposed to be hectic. They make it, it's like, we're doing the very basics. Why is it so hectic? Can you tell me that?
Well, everybody puts a lot of stress on themselves to try and make everybody happy, and sometimes they lose the spirit of the season doing that. But here we're trying to just help the kids, Quincy. I know you try and help everybody out, buddy, but
we bring back the spirit of what's supposed to be, the very basics of Christmas and every holiday there is.
Unbelievable.
And that's exactly why we're here right now.
Well, with you and Al Snow, with Axe and Smash involved, and everybody else, John Cena Sr., I know it's going to be a tremendous holiday season. We're going to put a lot of smiles on those kids' faces when Kris Kringle gets the end of our hard work. Any final thoughts, Axe, before we hit the road?
No, I just want to wish everybody a happy holiday season and keep up the good work, my friend.
Thank you. I'm very much looking forward to working with you and all the wrestlers. Right now, Al, you may have heard Al and I have something in store. It's a question of how I get up to this particular location. We have to get this thing rolling, as you may have heard. So we can talk more about that later as we start the processing.
Well, Quincy, you know what? You're not too old for Santa Claus to visit you, too.
What does everybody want?
Hi, I'm Al Snow, and if you couldn't make it to Kowloon's to join us for the Holiday Headlocks, then don't worry. You can still help your neighbors and show them just how good professional wrestling can be by helping your neighbors make the holidays brighter all month long on MWF.
Wrestling fans, welcome back, and we want to continue to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, happy holiday. I'm Dan Marotti, of course, joined by the man on a mission himself. What a documentary we have coming your way. We're talking about the Vice President of the Millennium Wrestling Federation, the man on a mission himself, Oscar.
You got the turkey and the stuffing, Thanksgiving and ham. As Ron Simmons here, and he would say, damn, here we go. And we are live Thanksgiving, and we're talking about the toy drive. And it ain't no pause. All you got to do is call Santa Claus. We're doing good things with charity. So all you got to do is take it from me. I say it like that, and I can't dismiss. Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas.
Hey, there you go. We don't say happy holidays here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation, brother. This is the 7th year we've done this. We like to try and say Santa Claus's GPS, for some reason, needs to be updated so we can find every kid out there on Christmas Eve. The man that we created this with back in 2012, Paul Bearer. We didn't talk too much about him in your upcoming documentary release, but any memories of Paul Bearer as one of your fellow managers in WWF?
Oh, I remember. I remember one time Paul Bearer got mad because I think one of the magazines ranked me in the top 10 managers. I think I was like number 4 or something that week. You know how those wrestling magazines would do that. Mm-hmm. And from what I understand, Paul Bearer wasn't too thrilled about that at all. But other than that, him and The Undertaker were made for each other. I remember having a lot of pleasant conversations with Paul Bearer. We used to just say Percy Pringle. And he was a delight. He was a lot. I never got to be across the ring with him because The Undertaker and Mabel matches didn't start till long after I left. I would have loved to have been, but he was an inspiration. he was another one of the funniest guys. Never had a problem with him, and a lot of respect. And well, I'll see you in heaven, Paul.
There you go, wrestling heaven, as we like to call it. Let me ask you this. You and President David Race are great men that contribute to a variety of charities throughout the course of the year. Why is something like the Paul Bearer Holiday Headlocks Toy Drive important to you as we begin to kick off our mega raffle open to fans around the world, as well as the great $20 bundles that we offer?
Because it makes kids smile and it makes them happy. We're talking about kids that they go all year not thinking they were going to get anything, you know, and they wouldn't have gotten anything. And so this just brings smiles to a lot of deserving kids. It makes kids happy and joy. I'm all about the young people, so I'm glad we're able to do it.
I also have to say before we go, Oscar, you and I produced one heck of a documentary in our Studio Shoot Interview series. This holiday, if you're looking for a great gift, I mean, this must be over a 3-hour endeavor that you and I have produced. Why would you think fans would enjoy hearing about your story from the world of entertainment, from the 3 years you spent at ringside, traveling the roads, traveling the globe with WWE?
A lot of documentaries, people leave things out. And I think I just put everything on the table. I think you're going to get a good in-depth look of what the WWF looked like over those years through my eyes. I think that I got a few entertaining stories. There are a few things that you're going to find funny. There are some things you're going to find heartbreaking. But I'm one of the individuals that really bared my soul on camera, and you're really going to find that in any documentary that you see, and you'll learn something from it. It'll give people hope. It'll give people inspiration, and it'll let you know that anything's possible. And so if you really want to be inspired, if you really want to be entertained, if you really want to laugh, if you really want to get mad, if you want to cry, this is something you should see.
Hi, this is Mark Dustin.
Hi everybody, Pete Tringali here.
Hello, this is Bill House.
My name is Father Jürgen Leas. I'm a Roman Catholic priest.
I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year.
Listen, out there in television land, we're in the best time of the year. It's called Christmas time. It's a time we celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. I want to wish you out there in television land just the best Christmas, that He'll be alive within you, that you'll come into a greater revelation of who you are, because He says, you're my sons and my daughters. Most of us are asleep, comatose or whatever, but you ask Him, you say, hey, this season I want to know you personally, Jesus. And guess what? He'll show up with everything that you ever dreamed of. You'll have the peace that surpasses all understanding. I'm not promising you $1 million, but He'll give you that which is worth more than money, okay? So again, you have a great Christmas, a fresh season, and a great new year to start it off, walking with Him, being led by Him, and enjoy, because He loves you. He loves you so much, and He's full of joy, and He's got a sense of humor. Because look at us. I mean, come on. I'm not the best looking guy in the world. I mean, my wife thinks so, but nobody else does, all right? So He loves you. Just ask Him to experience that love. Thank you. God bless you out there in television land.
Always big with advice, with ideas, so creative, and just constantly wanting to help and make me a better performer, make everyone in the MWF a better performer. He was a great friend. We used to message a lot on Facebook. We even sent him some packages from the warehouse.
I remember those.
Yeah. But just an all-around great guy who had such great passion for the business, but for also the future of the business, where I think some guys get jaded and they don't have that passion to help the future, the up-and-coming future come along. But Percy, Paul, he had that passion to make professional wrestling better than it was previously. So I can't say enough good things about Paul.
The first time we had him in the MWF, it was the night that you became the King of Lynn.
Yeah.
A wonderful endeavor that you helped put together. We had a poor young child that was in need of a heart transplant, so he had a great fundraising event at the Lynn Armory. He received a lot of kudos in the local media, both print, on the radio as a result of that. You won the Lynn Battle Royal that night. That was the night, unfortunately, he weighed in at 525 pounds, so it was near impossible for him to do anything.
I have actually a picture from us at Kowloon that night where he is hefty. 525
pounds.
Yeah.
Shortly after that, he wound up having the gastric bypass and almost cut himself in half. He was down into the 270s. Remember when we were at the Cauliflower Alley Club? That would have been 2005, the first time we went out there at the Riviera Hotel and Casino. He was much more svelte. Than he had a little more skin, but he was much more svelte than he was at the Lynn Armory. And then after WWE dumped him in cement, he was able to come back in 2005. He had that great little run with the Trifecta Group. You were one of his nemesis at the time.
I recall.
He went into the mortuary science field again full-time, so we had another little departure. Even though he was never too far away, as him and I, with our crazy conversations, we would speak on email just about every day, and he had that great return in 2010 until the time of his passing that I thought was some really great stuff when he was with Dylan Cage, with you. The Sheik was involved several times just to add to the shenanigans, and we miss him, and we still miss him. That's why our friends at WWE very happy to involve themselves in the holiday headlocks this year. We get the great raffle that's going to run through Christmas. We have the bundle that's going to take place through Christmas. I'm going to make a special request of you to take part in one of these bundles. If you have an 8x10 or 2, maybe we can include it in the lot.
Okay.
Well, you are one of wrestling's premier stars. But any great memories individually that stand out to him, other than that, the first night when he was unfortunately kind of limited with what he could do, where he was so hefty. Memorial Hall, we had a lot of fun.
Great. It's tough to pick a single memory, but being able to work with him in the ring. I remember him managing Dylan, wrestling Dylan, and just having interactions with him at ringside were amazing. Because like you said, somebody that you grow up watching and you admire their work, and then being able to work with them. And for me, being able to work with them in front of the camera, on stage, where everyone can see it. And it's just, those are special moments, to be able to work with somebody you respect and become their peer like that.
And it wasn't even like worked with. I mean, he wasn't just someone that just came in for a shot and vanished. He was kind of immersed in the angles that you guys had going on for several years at one point.
Yeah, he was in it. And, I mean, yes, we're working with him, but we're also learning from him because he is so immersed in it. And he's teaching us things that we wouldn't have the opportunity to learn otherwise. And again, to help the wrestling business, to help it evolve and give knowledge to the young guys who don't have that knowledge yet. So.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man of the WWE. And if you weren't able to join us at Kowloon for Holiday Headlock, then you still have an opportunity to help a lot of people who, without your help, would not have a very bright holiday. And how can you do that? Well, all this month, the MWF will have an online drive to help these people and to show the world what wrestling can do.
I just happen to be wearing the exact same clothes that I was wearing when I was here last month. Who would figure, right?
We had a lot
But
of
it's a
fun.
joyous time. It's Santa. It's Santa Foley.
It's
You got to do it,
Thanksgiving.
man. You got to do it.
With Thanksgiving comes a month-long Paul Bearer Holiday Headlocks Drive. We have a lot of fun with it. Percy was with us the first year in 2012 when we kicked it off, and we've kept it alive thanks to great friends like Johnny. Ron Simmons has been a part of it, Al Snow, his buddy Deborah McMichael, Godfather, and many others. And Mick, happy to have you here.
Thank you.
We have some great content. This is almost like a Christmas special on acid with all the special appearances that we have throughout the course of the program. It's the only way to describe it. Mick, I know Percy meant a lot to you.
Yeah.
He told me at a dinner once, the most fun he ever had in his entire career was with you as Mankind after he turned on The Undertaker in 1996. I know we have a busy special here, but Mick, could you share a couple of Paul Bearer moments in your mind?
One of them is I'm the only one of the boys to ever babysit Percy's children. I did that when I was in Dallas, and and he needed a night out, with his wife, a few hours away. I'll babysit. So I babysat the kids. The other one, hopefully I'll try to give you it's not a PG story. It's,
That's all
PG.
right.
When we were at the Catholic Youth Center in Scranton, Pennsylvania, there was some concern because of the risque nature of the product at that time. And so Blackjack Lanza spoke to every member of the organization except me, because I never did anything that crossed that line. So I did not know that we were supposed to keep it at a certain level. So it was me and Kane, managed by Paul Bearer, who's Uncle Paul to me, and against the Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. And so instead of saying the words, "Suck it," they said, "We have 2 words for you," and gave the mic to the crowd. Far better to have 3,000 people saying it than 2. At which point I reacted literally and said, grabbed the mic and said, "Uncle Paul, I don't want to suck it. Please don't make me suck it. I'm not going to suck it." And I must have said "suck it" 17 times. We did our match. We walked back, and Jack Lanza shook his head. He said, "We'll never be welcome here again." And we've never been back. So.
All right, wrestling fans, that's just the beginning. Remember, with our Holiday Headlocks Mega Raffle, we're going to be adding prizes to it constantly throughout the month. Again, from tonight through December the 25th, keep checking out the Holiday Headlocks page on BostonWrestling.com. The raffle tickets start at only $5. And again, we also have that big merchandise bundle that's got so much great stuff for only $20. Again, helping reinforce Santa Claus's GPS to find every kid on his list. I don't know why the GPSs in this day and age don't allow him to get to every kid's house. Rudolph's nose is pretty bright, but this has turned into a great holiday tradition for us here in the MWF. Again, we hope you will spread the word, even if you can't contribute financially. And this is a test of any human being's sanity, but from Friday, December the 14th through Christmas night itself, each night, Tony Atlas and I are going to be presenting our own version of the 12 Days of Christmas. To deal with Tony 12 days in a row is going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun challenge. And again, fans, if you're watching this Thanksgiving weekend into late November, if you're in the Boston area, Tony will be joining us live in studio, not once but twice, Saturday, November the 24th, Friday, November the 30th. Admission is free. Tony will also be available for autographs and photos to help cover the cost of the tapings and to help the drive itself. So for everyone here in the MWF, especially my dear close personal friend Cecil the Lion, spending some time on Thanksgiving here at MWF Studio, we appreciate it. We thank all the superstars that joined us this year and look forward to more as the years go on. Until we speak again, happy holidays to you and yours. Can I get away with saying Merry Christmas? Well, I'm going to say it anyway. Hopefully no one's offended. Merry Christmas. We'll speak soon. Good night.